here in this one.
And they've had the edge against this team, winning the first two matchups with 4 total on the season. They look to continue that advantage here tonight.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal in that case. You know what I say. If you can handle that, keep it down, man. Don't let them up. So I'm thinking they're looking for the knockout blow here.
Screen by Jordan. SGA with the bucket. Bucket have to think that for game 1 of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
Lets it go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Holmgren outside. Porzingis with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Mitchell wide open. No good with the triple. Holmgren the screen. Over to the wing. Outside, SGA. Inside. Jordan drives in. Misses from short range. Doncic left side. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Holmgren outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Back to you.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. Nice shot by Smart.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try, because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Olajuwon inside. No scoring in this one.
That was close to being a foul there. Great concentration from Olajuwon.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Back to Pritchard. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Olajuwon doing what he does, going to work in the paint area, playing to his strengths, and getting it up and down.
Here's Holmgren. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from three.
Wallace outside. And the Thunder another three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play.
Oklahoma City, 16.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Big man throwing it down. Kristaps Porzingis from your 7-3, though. Doesn't take much vertical to punch it home.
George wide open. That's good, and SGA with the assist. George got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
The kick out to Williams. That three off the mark.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Hunter. Williams with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 5. From distance, Shai puts it through.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now Doncic. The shot misses. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. On the wing, Wallace. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passion.
Screen by Jordan. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And he He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Doncic, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Pass to Wallace. Beyond the arc. Good work defensively by Smart. The Lakers trail. And here is Doncic. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Jordan. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
And that one is good.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
He got it up. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Porzingis. It's over Holmgren. Again, the Lakers. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators. Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
SGA surveying the defense. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Pass to Olajuwon. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The fader. Rebounded by the Lakers. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Out to the right wing. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
It would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Thunder trailing by 3. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Doncic outside. To Olajuwon. In the corner, it's Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Up top, Doncic. 6 points for him. Count that one. Doncic has got 8 points.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Here's Wallace. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
It's good.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Pass to Joe. Now here's Williams. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Back to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Here's Mitchell with the drive. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Jackson Hayes.
Doncic outside. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Clock at 4. Now here's Wallace. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Wallace. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
Back to Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell, so good inside.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles.
42. The Thunder. 38.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to SGA. Drills the three-pointer.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Richard with the ball. Hunter, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And for a guy his size, it's amazing how fluid Holmgren is running the floor.
Richard gets the front of the rim and out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And Jordan throws it down.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Hayes, no good. The Thunder lead by 3. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Screen by Jordan. 5 on the clock. And that one drops for him. SGA's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Luka hits the three.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
Here's Jordan. And here's SGA. Elijah Wan with the block. Out Porzingis. Doncic. A three-pointer. Good.
Get used to seeing this, folks. Doncic taking the moment head on and delivering.
Jordan the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander. How's that for a response?
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out. How about the killer pull of Elijah Wan? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
Doncic outside. Porzingis. No good from three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, George. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Can't get it. Now, Doncic. And now we've got the intentional foul. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doesn't get that one.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Screen by Jordan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Three, good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.